We're joined by Joe Highsmith here at the Barracuda Championship. Joe, you're making your professional debut. Just want to get some opening comments about the excitement entering this week.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I mean, this week has been really a dream so far. It's just like my first PGA Tour event. I got to play the U.S. Open last summer, and like this is, to me, just as cool, just with everything and all the setup, and the course is great, and we're staying on property this week. So, yeah, it's just been great so far, and can't wait to get it going.
Going about how you kind of found out about the sponsor exemption.
Yeah, I called Chris Hoff a few months ago and just wanted to like introduce myself. I'd heard that like I had potentially had a chance at getting a spot, so I was just told to reach out to him and kind of get the relationship going. And I really didn't expect it because I hadn't heard anything until last week. And then he called me and just was like, "Hey, what are you doing next week?" And it's like, "Oh, nothing, just hanging out at home." And he was like, "Do you want something to do?" And it's like, "Yeah, I'll take that for sure." And so, yeah, I mean, that was kind of how I figured out about it. I really didn't expect it at all, so it's just like a dream come true, and super excited about it.
Decorated college career, finished top 10 with PGA 2U rankings. Just kind of talk about the path to get to where you are now.
Yeah, my college experience was great. I mean, we had such a good team at Pepperdine pretty much all 4 years that I was there, and my coach had helped me a ton in terms of my personal growth and my golf growth as well. And it was great. I mean, the PGA Tour U was super helpful to get me a place to play starting after school, and I just learned so much throughout college, so it was great to kind of be here now, and I'm excited to kind of see how I stack up against these guys this week.
Going off with Pepperdine, which Kevin may comment more on too, but kind of having that pathway of seeing past waves kind of make it. What are ones you kind of keep in touch with? Did you reach out for any advice ahead of this week?
Yeah, well, so I played 9 holes with Andrew Putnam yesterday, and so like we've known each other for a while, just from, we both played the same course in Washington, and obviously the Pepperdine connection as well. And he was just telling me like, it's just golf. I mean, it's obviously a bigger stage now, but like you just got to believe that you're good enough and go out and do your thing and kind of not get caught up in like the stage and like what it means and all that stuff. And that was great. And then I was really hoping that Soth would be here this week, but I was pretty pumped for him to get into the Open Championship. And we were planning on like playing practice rounds and hanging out, but it was cool that he got to get into that tournament. And he was just kind of telling me the same thing, like, dude, you're good enough to be out here and just kind of go do your thing and don't get caught up in like the PGA Tour and all that stuff.
You'll have to meet up with them for future practice rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've had quite a fun start already on Canada Tour with great finishes. What were kind of the takeaways? Were kind of more motivation or disappointment from such exciting finishes? Yeah,
it was nice to know like just that as in my first couple starts, I could hang out there and play well and compete. And I've been playing really well, so it was nice to at least have some good finishes in there. And it was disappointing the first week to lose in the playoff, but it was still nice to just know that I can compete out there, and been playing well and kind of just trusting that the good golf will take care of itself. But it's been great. I mean, we've seen a lot of cool places in Canada and kind of traveled all over so far, but yeah, it's been going well.
Probably some additional for you, but I'm going to pass it off to Kevin.
Okay.
So kind of always like to ask when you're making your debut back to the basics, could you reflect on how you got into golf and what it is about golf that inspired you to pursue this as a career?
Yeah, I've just loved the game since I was young. I grew up playing golf since I was really young. Like my mom actually was hitting balls the day that I was born. So it kind of runs in the family, and we grew up on a golf course and all that. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't really know that I could pursue it for a living until probably like maybe 2015. I had started to play well on like a national level in the junior ranks. And then as it's gone on, I mean, the PGA Tour has always been like a long shot. Like I've never really thought about like, oh, maybe I could be here one day. But just in the last couple of years, as my game's gotten better and I've played well in the amateur stuff, it's been like, wow, maybe this could be a reality. And yeah, so it's just super exciting time, and I just can't believe that I'm in the field this week, so I'm super pumped about it.
Did you like start college thinking you might work in the quote unquote real world?
I never really wanted to. I mean, probably since maybe like my junior year of high school, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to play on the PGA Tour. I mean, I got to play on like the Junior President's Cup team, and we were like inside the ropes and like hanging out with all those guys that week on the actual President's Cup team. And I was like, this is like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. And like, I really want to do what I can to get here. And so, yeah, I mean, I've always like school. I never loved school, and I was just kind of like, let me just focus on golf. I think that I can have a chance doing this, and I don't think I could ever work a real world job. But yeah.
What kind of impresses you about Sahith? He's been having a great year as a rookie on the PGA Tour, and kind of your memories of him at Pepperdine and seeing him have this success as a rookie. Yeah,
I mean, he's just like crazy good. Like, he's pretty much good at everything. I love playing with him and hanging out. Like, his short game's insane, and he's just such a good guy as well. And he's been so nice and great to me over the years. And seeing him going out, I mean, he's just pretty fresh out of school, and he's already top 35 in FedEx Cup, and he's having a great year. And it's really cool to see that just like a good friend is doing that, and knowing like competing with him all the time and stuff. It's like cool to see that he's obviously better now, but like he's having such a great year and so much success, and yeah, just super happy for him.
And Josh McCarthy, was it cool to see him Monday in as well to join you in the field here?
Yeah, that was awesome. We played a practice round yesterday. I haven't seen him in forever, so it was great to catch up, and I'm excited to play with him this week. And yeah, I think last time I saw him, it was like, I don't know, maybe last year when our season ended, and I was like, oh yeah, we'll see you on the big tour. And so we're actually here, which is pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Bucket hat, has that been a style for a while, or where does that come from?
Yeah, I played with like a skin doctor at my home club a while ago, and he was just like, oh, you probably should wear the big hat, protect the sun, you're going to be in the sun all the time. And I ended up wearing it at like this AJGA for the first time, and I had like a really good week, and it was kind of just stuck since then. And now I feel like I look weird in a normal hat, so I got to keep the bucket going.
And back to the mom hitting balls the day you were born, that was like before you were, how long, like did she go right from the range to the hospital?
I don't know if it was straight from the range, but I know she hit balls like that morning. I was born at like 10 p.m. or something. But yeah, it's pretty funny. It was like I was born to play golf, I guess.
Do you play golf with her still?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we play a lot, and she's still pretty good. We'll go and play in La Quinta a lot, and she's got to like move way up to the front tees, but it's still pretty fun, and she's actually good too, so yeah.
Awesome. Well, with that, what family and friends are out here following this week?
I think just my parents and grandparents, and then I had a couple people that said they might come if I was having a good week on the weekend that might drive down, but for now it's just family and friends, just family and yeah, parents and grandparents, and hopefully some friends make it out. But yeah, I don't really know anyone in the area, so yeah.
And then final one for me. For those not familiar with your game, how would you explain your style of the game?
Yeah, I've been like a pretty good ball striker since I was pretty young. So that's usually my strength, is just like driving and iron play. And then my short game's like kind of lacking a little bit, but when I'm playing well, like I usually putt well and don't have to chip much. So hopefully I can play well this week. But yeah, that's kind of my game. It's just like mainly ball striking is my strength, but yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Thank you.
Sweet. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys.
I have one more